A matchup between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New York Jets. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now a play fake here on first down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Gone!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one goes for 36 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things off.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he gets it a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And this one is right through. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So a nice drive on the road. You come in, you take the ball down, you get 3 points.
Yeah, points are a must on an opening drive, right? So they moved it down efficiently, got it done. I think that bodes well for their chances moving forward in this one.
This is taken at his 4. A spin. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
To throw on second down is Darnold. It's brought in left side by Tate. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And a manageable third down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
58, a shotgun snap for Darnold. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. Twisting away. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now the Buccaneers have to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Trey Hendrickson in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
319!
Looking to throw. He's going to air one out. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Leopard!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He completes it to Jones. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And New York set to take the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at the 34.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
And they'll go on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now let's go. Green 39.
On 2nd down, Darnold. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Kennedy. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Tate, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down.
Detroit! Detroit! Set! 3-19! 3-19! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Darnold from the gun. Past the 20. Over the middle, complete. That's Black. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jets have made this a one-score game. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. He'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. A good pickup there, a 22. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
He'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That is caught at the 7. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Now Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now it's Darnold. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Watch 14. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Here's Darnold. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. And on the ground they go with a running back. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Right back to him on first down. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Now a first carry for their fullback. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's third down and inches. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to fourth down. Now the Jets will call on a field goal unit here. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Leonard Williams continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. So it's third and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their third one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Green 39.
And they'll run it here. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And some room to work. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
3-19! Detroit! Detroit!
A first down throw, Darnold. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Now let's go! Blue landing!
They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
He'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Green 39!
They'll set up a throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Rashard Robinson with a pick. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
We got three. Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Right there, 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Darnold now to throw. And incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw, Darnold. On the crossing route, complete. It's Black. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Now Darnold. Now he's forced out right. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Sam Darnold in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets are going to take the lead. Point after here coming up. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now the punter, who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And the Jets set to take the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, Darnold. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Levante David. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Detroit! 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 Hot!
Darnold. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Kennedy. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now a handoff looking right. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Looking to throw. That's caught. Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Gun! 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 Now
look to throw here. Flushed out right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. The give is to Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
After the run by Jones, here's first and 10.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off down at the 2. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, first and 10 at their own 26. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a second and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19. 3:19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. 56. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Here's Darnold now on second down. Over the middle, complete. That's Black. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Now they'll run it on the toss. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
The Jets on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19. 3:19.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. as we're about ready to rock and roll for the fourth and final quarter. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this will be taken at the 13. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to try and go deep again. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. A give to Jones, and he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
Now back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now off the bootleg, Darnold. That's caught right side by Anderson. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down. You ready for a Captain Obvious comment?
Let's go. Go with it, please.
He had the 5 picks last week. He's got to be much more pleased. Just the 1 interception. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And not only is he pleased, his entire team is. Because throwing those 5 interceptions affects everyone. That's extra work for your defense and not enough possessions for your offense. He's flipped that ratio around in this game.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Forced out to his left. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Black. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. In for the score. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This is taken at his 4. Pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of...
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 13. And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do. Late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Auden Tate, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding a big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well. Now
the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. They're going to look to throw. Looking downfield for... He's got a man. Complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
He'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. O.J. Howard, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. Now the try here for the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And that will get him one closer. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last two drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. Now, I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts. And
keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Now they'll run it on the toss. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Darnold from the gun. Going up top. That's going to be caught. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jets, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Buffalo Bills next week. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans.